Yeah, I'm with the littest crew, dream big squad, CGWENT, you already know what we do.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's your boy Chris. Thank y'all for watching this video. I have a couple of things that I just want to make this video super short, super quick, and super short, super sweet, and just get straight to the point. Some key things that I really like about my 2015 Yamaha R3 are some of the things that I talk about a lot on my moto vlogs, is just how tame the R3 is and how it's not intimidating. The power is containable. You know, if you flick the wrist, you don't feel like you're gonna fly off the bike. And you know, it's a very non-intimidating bike. It's a 300cc bike, and you know, I just feel comfortable and confident riding on this sort of bike. You know, it still goes over 100 miles per hour. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They probably haven't ridden one. It just may take a couple seconds to 0 to 60. So, you know, that's the biggest thing from going from like a 300 to a 600cc bike, or even like 1,000. So those are the big things for me. Definitely a pro for me. Something that attracted me to the bike is definitely the styling, the look, the lightweight feel of the bike. You know, I'm 6'1". You know, I feel like I fit good on the bike. Just about 200 pounds. You know, I'm able to tuck into the bike and feel comfortable on it. You know, I like the way it feels on turns and leans. I don't feel like I'm leaning too much. I think it has a pretty decent suspension. You know, take that with a grain of salt. I haven't been on too many bikes. You know, coming up these next couple of months, or even today, looking on this channel, I'm looking to test drive a lot of new bikes. So if you like to see the test drives, moto vlogs, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment down below. Tell me what bike y'all want to see next. You know, I might even hit the Harley store. I got a Harley dealership like 10 minutes away from the crib, so might check that out. Another pro I definitely like, I'm able to do my own maintenance on this bike. It's fairly simple maintaining this bike. Oil changes, the oil filter and everything is accessible. You don't have to take off any fairings on this bike to give this bike an oil change, and you know, that's pretty good. Also, when you're doing the radiator flush, I did that a couple nights ago. You do have to take off some fairings, but you don't have to take off all the fairings to do a radiator flush. I thought that was good. It's super easy on that as well. I think that's pretty good. That saves you, especially for a beginner, that saves you so much money, and it's so simple. You can watch YouTubers dropping videos online on stuff like that as well. But my biggest con is kind of one of my pros. You know, it's not an intimidating bike at all, but you know, I just feel like it lacks some power. For instance, if I go riding with like buddies with 600, I drive my 300cc R3 like it's a 600. You know, I'm able to keep them pretty well, but you know, you just feel like if I was ever in a tricky situation, like I feel like I wouldn't be able to get away from a car. Like if a car didn't see me and you know, I had to make an emergency maneuver, I wouldn't be able to pull away fast enough, or you know, braking sometimes isn't always an option. So sometimes, you know, pulling off could be an option, and I don't feel confident enough in that bike that it'll be able to pull off against a car, especially depending on what kind of car it is. So, you know, on a 300cc bike, you know, majority, if not all cars are pretty much going to beat you. And, you know, if you're trying to go on a straightaway or whatever. So, you know, your biggest advantage here is that you're on a bike, you know, you got two wheels, so you can kind of, you know, lane split, or, you know, avoid however left or right, however you want to avoid, or, you know, brake, roll off the throttle. So that's my biggest thing. Let's see what else. Other than that, you know, this bike all in all has more pros than cons. You know, I do feel like the price point that I got it for like I said before, I got this bike for like $3,000. So for the price point, it got me on 2 wheels. It's a great bike. You know, I haven't had any issues with it. You know, I got it with a lot of the after product exhaust and the levers and things like that. That it's just an amazing bike. I just threw on, you know, my my rear seat bag on there, so now I got a little luggage on there. You know, big things, big things. So I really appreciate y'all for all y'all do, all the support y'all been giving me. Once again, drop a comment down below if there's a bike or anything that you want to see on this channel. I'll make sure to bring it up. But for the question that I know y'all been here waiting for, do I feel like this bike is a waste of time? Should I have just gone for a 600? To answer that question, yes, I can see why people would go straight to a 600 rather than going for a 300 or a 400 as a beginner bike, because, you know, after you learn and you get kind of confident, you kind of want to, you know, progress your skills, and you can kind of handle more of the speed, you know, as if you, especially like somebody like me, I'm daily riding pretty much this bike as long as the weather permits. I'm pretty much daily riding this to work, so I'm pretty comfortable with this bike at this point. So it might be different, like if you're just riding on the weekend or whatever, every sporadically once in a while. But, you know, as long as it's not ice on the floor, I pretty much ride my bike. So I might be a little different than a lot of people. You know, I'm that beginner that's very excited and very enthusiastic about this new sport I'm involved in. But yeah, I definitely feel like if you're a beginner looking for a new bike, I would definitely start off on something like a 600, just depending on how comfortable you are. You know, if you're totally new and you have zero experience, then maybe the 300 would work for you, just so you can learn on it. Or if you know somebody that has a 300 or like a Honda Grom or something like that, that you can get comfortable with, I would recommend getting this like a 600cc bike. And, you know, definitely go used. I would not buy a new bike for your first bike or second bike or whatever, because I just feel like you need something to learn on, and you know, you may or may not drop it. I haven't dropped my bike, but you know, you may or may not drop it, and you wouldn't want to drop. I wouldn't want to drop something that I paid so much money on a new bike, or like if I'm financing a new bike, I'll just be afraid of that. But I mean, that's what insurance is for, so it is what it is. So that's it. Yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy Chris, and we back at it with another video. And in this video, right now we're doing a little ride aid run, trying to find some Pedialyte. Where is the Pedialyte at? Where the heck is it at? They have Hydrolite. Where's the Pedialyte though? We're gonna rock with the off-brand, and that's all I see. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. There you go.
Do you have a phone number with that?
I do.
Since 2, and we had to move like 5 pallets into a trailer after breaking it down. So
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bugging. I heard the beeping noise and I just assumed that it was
I feel like it should have a different noise.
kind of sucks. Yeah. Well, hopefully, you know, something better comes along soon. All right, have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, man. She seemed like super cool. She seemed like she was super cool. Yeah, I like I like make motorcycle videos.
Alright, you have a wonderful night.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.